Hey everybody, this is the 40 breeder that I'm going to be turning into a new native tank. I've already got the egg crate plastic lining the bottom. I'm probably going to start putting some rocks and woodwork in there, just tinkering around with it, starting to get some ideas for what's going on. So I wanted to show everybody this before I actually put it in the tank and start messing with it. I'm actually quite proud of this. It's the first time I've ever built an aquarium piece of decor like this. I have built aquarium decor, but never one quite like this before. I built myself a little dead tree, and it's going to go in here. So that is oak. I have a fallen tree out in the yard. I found the right shape and size for what I want, and I basically cut it down to size. And the way I attached it was I simply cut flat across the bottom. Then I took this piece of slate, I drilled a hole through the slate, and then I took a metal bar rather than using a simple washer, and I put the metal plate across the bottom, ran a screw up into the bottom of the piece of wood, and then that metal bar there gives me a little extra support on the bottom. And then since the metal and the screws sit proud of the piece of slate, I put a bead of silicone around it so that the silicone actually acts like a foot and elevates it, and you can see we don't get the metal scraping on anything or touching anything. It's just that silicone there. So that's how I built it. And this will give you a rough idea of what it looks like. Now I do need to put a weight on it, because once that end gets in the water, I found that the buoyancy, it tends to want to float it up, and it makes this end sort of fall down. But there you go. That's the first look at my new dead tree that is going into my new native tank. And again, we've got a long way to go, but this is just going to give you an idea of what that looks like. I've already shot some preliminary video of it. I've put that over on my Patreon page, so if you're interested in checking that out, you can see a little bit of flowing water. I've messed around with my pump a little bit to find out what's going on, and there's a few other little tidbits over there on Patreon where you'll get to see some behind the scenes stuff. So there you go. Look forward to progress as this tank develops. That's going to be the main feature piece in it once we get some rocks and woodwork and stuff in there. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss that or anything else I got coming up. You never know what it's going to be.